1. Sup guys, it's Desrow for Replay Thursday episode. Okay, episode 14. This week we have a lot of diversity. We have 2 Terrans and 3 Protosses, and also this first replay is submitted by GM Protoss. So yeah, I'll be not professional and turn down the volume during the okay. I'm sorry guys. So yeah, this week the show is an hour earlier because I want to watch WCS and see how Hug does. But yeah, so we have a replay submitted from GM Tuss. He says, "Hello Desrow, I'm currently playing in the Grandmaster League. I was trying to use the Naniwa gate expo into 4 gate pressure into some fairly quick third base on Whirlwind against QuanticHyun. I think I mainly lost in the end, even though I was ahead like the whole game, because a few bad engagements, especially in the end. I'm struggling to find solid attack timings against the oh-so-famous Massling style in PvZ at the moment, and also I wonder which is the best unit composition to go for in that game, because Immortal Charge Lot Archon didn't work out so great. I would appreciate your analysis and general PvZ tips in the current metagame a lot. Sincerely, Monty." Yeah, I don't do this style very much, but so you probably have more experience than me, so I'll backseat coach anything I see that I don't like. I don't like gate expand because I feel like you're limited in terms of tech. Like sure, like they have to take a delayed third, but yeah. And also if they do quick link speed, they can like mess with you, or if they get quick OV speed, you can't really hide anything. So yeah, that's why I don't like it. But if you're having success, you know, if you had a good game versus QuanticHyun, then it's definitely good enough. Alright, so you're transferring. You know, since you're GM, try to have 2 on each close patches. So right now you have 3 here and 3 here. So like 2 of your close patches don't have 2 on each. And the same thing at the natural. That's a thing I started doing recently. It's having 2 on each. It's really important and helps. Okay, so you go for Stargate, but you also set yourself a proxy pylon. So you kind of want to. Okay, so you're gonna pressure and then recall, I suppose. Yeah, he's droning. He's like not caring, or he doesn't know about your aggression, so he's droning. So like technically, you should do well here since he hasn't spotted you. But yeah, it's like the lack of second gas that bothers me. You're still on only 1 gas, so and you could definitely squeeze more gas early on. I think. And you need like if like okay, so like when you poke him right here, I think you should push the issue. So you see like he's pulling back, he's running. Like go stand in the mineral line, go park yourself in between the cracks of the mineral line, because Lings will not have good surface area, so he'll still be scared. Basically right now he's buying time and you're letting him. While you could be just doing old position in the mineral line and kill so many workers, like make him lose mining time. So that's a thing that you could, like, you're still like running after the links. So I think you could have done like much better here. I really like the position you have. The links don't really get a surround. Well, he wasn't microing so well, but it took you too long to start fighting. You chased him around a lot. And yeah, you killed some workers, but you could have killed so much more. Like the potential was pretty big, and you're still alive here. And like the thing is, like you fought over here. Like imagine if you fought like in the mineral line, in the cracks. You can the surface area is so much more limited than fighting here. So like you were in such a sick position versus him. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you derped, but it happens, you know. So you try to go again for a round of Warpin. He still doesn't. Yeah. The thing is, like, yeah. Well, you're cutting back on probes, but you're also very ahead. So, oh, yeah, that hurts. Well, I'd probably be nervous too because I think this was a tournament because of the custom map that you guys were playing on. So, yeah, I'd be nervous too. Like, totally understandable. Well, you saw your Stargate, so yeah, it's good to send Phoenixes one by one. Um. Oh. Okay. So you were a sneaky guy. Okay, so now you go in the mineral line. So that's good. You see, like right here, you're running. That's what I don't like. It's like try to force the engagement, really. So like attack the hatch if he's not gonna fight you. Force him. But yeah, that's a pretty sick position. Too bad you don't have the mothership core to recall. Nice. Okay, you're doing like really well. But he's got armor and you don't have weapon. So like yeah, you cost him a lot of mining time and he's got like a really crappy economy. But if you look at the unit loss tab, like you're kind of behind. Well, no, actually, it's pretty even. But you have to be careful. Like I'd be told, I wouldn't want to take a fight where they have armor and I don't even have weapon. I just like try to save my Zealots, because like the problem is like he's got larvas, so he's gonna drone comfortably, very quickly. And also, like, your Phoenix production was pretty slow. Like, if you would have taken out the queens here, and then you would have been, like, yeah, the alpha male into his base. So, basically, I feel like, okay, so now you're doing it. And then if you can take this out, you'd be so far ahead. So the Robo Bay, the Forge, the Immortal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were nervous. Like, you don't need me to tell you those mistakes. Like, it's obvious. But it's really like that attack here when he had armor. Like, yeah, you set him behind, but I feel like your third is so delayed, and like Protoss is so limited when it comes down to I would have liked an observer in between the Colossus and the Immortal, so you can see what he's sticking to, because like the way I've been trying, like I've been losing a lot to what he's doing today, like Ling into Ultras, and I feel like what you did is fine, like Zealots into like a few sentries, defend your third, but then I feel like you have to go into Immortal Storm Stalker. Like I was talking with another Protoss, in Immortal Storm Stalker, because Colossus are really worthless versus Ultras. And if you're making Colossus, you're not making Immortals. If you're not making Immortals, the Immortals never die. Or the Ultras never die. Oh! But to be fair, you never saw the, the Infestation Pit. So it's totally understandable that you messed that up. Then you got Fungold. He still didn't drone up his third, surprisingly. But the thing about the style he's doing is that he doesn't need a whole lot of workers or a big economy to make it work. So you're trying to wall off, trying to buy time with the... So many Lings. Oh, okay, you just recalled. I was gonna say so many Zealots. But okay, so you took out the third. So yeah, you're doing like really fine. And you're starting to float gas. But yeah, I think like maybe cutting range and just making like one Colossus into Immortal Storm would be good, because when they go Ultra Ling, they don't give a fuck about your Colossus. They won't go Viper, they won't go Corruptor. They'll just go Ultra Ling Infester and flank your Immortals or your Colossus. And double Robo, maybe, probably. But yeah, since you're already committed to that tech path, I mean, maybe 3 Colossus just to clear the Lings and like pure Immortal Archon. And I'm not a big fan of Zealots. The Zealots, like, they get Fungold. The Zealots, like, I don't know why, but the Ultras are so much better versus the Zealots. I prefer Stalkers and just blinking out. But you definitely need like 4 or 5 Immortals, and like someone like Yun has really good Ling control. So your Immortals are gonna have a tough time. Oh shit, the Fungals. Okay, oh shit. Try to push him back with a force field. That used to be really Oh, and you forget a Mothership Core. or it died or something. But yeah. Yeah, that engagement, it was like a nice attempt, but yeah, it was definitely a nice attempt. Yeah, it's fucking Mass Queen. The Ultra is so, like, it never dies. It's so cost efficient. But you still traded like pretty evenly here. Oh wow, that didn't base. But he still like has such a bad economy. Like, he should do well. It's really hard to be cost effective. Like just go into Immortal Templar at this point. I feel like. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of charge lots. Like the Zealots, like I've tried double Forge versus Ultra, and I've had like 3-3-3, and the Zealots, they're still not good enough. So really, like Immortal, Stalker, Archon Templar, I think you'd have a lot more success. But yeah, you played pretty well. If you would have had a Mothership Core right here, you would have done you would have gone a little bit more evenly as well. And yeah, let's see. I hope you don't move out. Like, I'd probably like try to max out before attacking if I were you. Okay, you're going into full Immortal right now, and you're stopping Colossus. But you're not saving a Storm or two for the Lings, so it's all disappointing. The Forge, you're doing good. You got armor, but that's because your Twilight was delayed, so that's good. Never want to have downtime on your... and you didn't overprobe too, you know, like the main mined out, and you don't have like too many probes here, so that's good. Oh yeah, you misclicked. I don't know if you were trying to... you should maybe lower your sensitivity. It's always better. I like the Hallucinated Immortal. Although, like, Hallucinated Colossus, although, like I was saying, they don't give a fuck if you have Colossus. Maybe I'd hallucinate Void Rays, force maybe more Queens or something over Colossus. But yeah, you're making the right army composition. You know, lots of Immortals, but it's the Zealots, I think, that are gonna kill you. And you would have had the gas for don't attack. Yeah, like the thing is, like, this army is like super good if you clump up. Like the Ultras, if you're clumped up, they do well. The Infestor, the Fungal, and everything. But yeah, let's see. Army value, it's about even. Alright, so you try to spread before an engagement, that's good. Well, you're GM after all. But I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah, it's the Zealots, I think, that are killing you. They're not good. Yeah. So you're pulling back. I would do long distance mining with 3 probes here, the probes here, and then yeah. Oh, you're already doing that a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what to say about those Stargates. Like all the Queens, like they can transfuse. And, well, he doesn't have range, but if he gets range, like, I feel like Void Rays, they're not that successful versus this many Queen. Yeah, you were kind of out of position. You made a Dark Shrine, but you never used it, you know, like a DT here, he has no detection, a DT here, he has no detection. And, you had, like, sentries for Hallucination to scout his extra base, and then when you get right here with with the sentries with energy, you know, you're not gonna do anything with Guardian Shield or Force Rail, so make hallucinated Archons. But yeah, like the Archons all in the back, the Zealots, they really don't do much for you. So you try to spread the Immortals, only 5 of them, and they get Blinding Cloud. They get Blinding Clouded. Cloudy! Yeah. Yeah. It's really like... Yeah, it was like a terrible position, and I think like maybe like, you know, like more Immortals, Stalkers, and then like Storm drop the Queens maybe, or Storm feedback the Queen with a Warp Prism, and really like just like Storm the Ultras, maybe Storm the Queens, but yeah, like like if we just go back before the battle. It's like the Queens make this so cost effective. Like, you're doing fine in army value, but shut up. Okay. So you're doing fine in army value if we look at it. But the thing is, like, all those Zealots, like, they really, like, let's just like look at how useless they are in a battle like this. So like first of all, like the Archons are stuck in the back behind the Immortals, so you have to make sure the Archons are always in the front. And you see like they're like right here, like that clump. They just got fungal to death. And then because of Blinding Cloud, first of all, well, I mean it's really tough with like the Infestors and the Blinding Cloud. Like you can't really move out of it, but you also fought like in a choke. You know, like this like 2 fungals, 2 Blinding Cloud, done deal. So before attacking, before committing, like, okay, so let's put ourselves in your shoes, right? So he's right here. Before going through here, I would like spread this over here, and then spread a little bit over here, so you come from like here, instead of here. And then like the fungals, the Blinding Cloud, we're talking 3 Blinding Cloud, we're talking 3 fungals. Do you need to mix in Void Rays? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's what you need. I just think you need like Stalkers, and you need the army in the right position. You know, the Archons in front, the Immortals behind, and the Colossus. You don't really need them. They don't do much for you because the Ultras are like super beefy. But yeah, before that, I mean, you could have harassed with DTs, and you did well, and you definitely had like a good economy. You just never, you were always like slightly ahead, but because like this army composition for Zerg is so damn good these days, you just have to, yeah, you can like the Zealots are just fucking worthless, man. Like the Stalkers, you can kite his army, you can poke his army. Zealots, you have to commit, and it's just like, look at that. They're like, they get chewed so hard. So like the goal with like against Ultras is just to never get touched. It's like, you know, like that song, can't touch us. That's like, you should put that on repeat versus Ling Ultra. But yeah, thank you Monty for submitting this replay. You know, first GM to submit a replay for Replay Thursday. It's kind of an honor. I don't know what to say, guys. But yeah, guys, that was game 1 of Replay Thursday. We'll be back in just a bit with game 2. Stay tuned. Alright.